Hi, good night, and welcome to Bank Talk. My name is Jason Clark. I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts Hassani Evelyn, Dwayne Collymore, Damian Reed, and Akeem Nero. How the guys doing tonight? Akeem Nero, I see you have on your Lakers jersey, rep your guy LeBron James.
Yes, yes. You know how we do. You know how we keep it, man.
I'm
Okay.
cool, yes, man. Oh, you fellas good? Yeah,
Good.
Avery.
Yeah, we good. Bless. I was happy to get
Yeah,
any.
man, and everything blessed.
I was happy to get any barber most importantly. I thank you
Oh
had me
God.
over that. I was grateful for your barber, bro.
Well, I get there yet, boy. I get yet, but
Salute to the
eventually.
barbers.
Eventually.
Salute to the barbers. Salute to the barbers.
Okay. We had some interesting uh, things transpiring in the cricketing world over the last week. Um, we had the news that Craig Brathwaite will now be the Test captain of the West Indies. We also saw the squad for the upcoming Test series against Sri Lanka, which did raise a lot of concerns. But we'll definitely get into that a little later. I want to first start tonight, guys, on the recently concluded one-day series against Sri Lanka. The West Indies won that series, 3-love. I think the guys won in pretty convincing style. In each and every game, the West Indies won by at least 5 wickets or more. I mean, yes, the second one came down to a little nail biting finish, but at the end of the day, that's cricket and that's what we all love the game. But we had some interesting points to really pinpoint through the series. Share Hope. I mean, what can you say about Share Hope? Share Hope's performance. I mean, he was just special. He was just special. He had scores of 110, 84, and 64 throughout the whole ODI series, finishing
Yes, he did.
easily with
Yes, he
most
did.
runs. I think he averaged about 80 odd in that ODI series. So well played to Shea Hope.
Behind the
Evan
stumps as
Lewis.
well.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is very true, Nero. He was also keeping. Um, Evan Lewis, he also had a pretty good series with the bat. He finished with scores of 65 and 103. He didn't really get much in the last game. He only scored, although managed to score 13. But all in all, he had a good series as well. But it was very pleasing to see both him and Shea really giving us those 100-run partnerships at the top of the inning, something that we aren't accustomed seeing in West Indies cricket. So, like I said, that was also pleasing. So, like I said, all in all, I think we had a pretty good series. The bowling department, I don't think you can really say much about the bowling. It wasn't bad, but I don't think we had any outstanding bowling performances from what I can remember. But like I said, all in all, it was a pretty good, convincing series win for the guys. So I just want to get some of the guys' take on how the series went. Really, we could start here with you.
Good night, guys. Again, good night to the viewers. Pretty pleased with how the series went. Not pretty, very pleased with how the series went. To be honest. Um, well, Shay's class. As I said, I think it was last week or before. I can't remember if it's on the show or before we started recording. He's the best batsman in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time before he's back in White's playing red ball cricket. I can see my man Hassani nodding his head. That's not in an agreement, sir. But it was really good to see Evan Lewis performing. Let's hope now that he sticks with the team and not miss the next series and then come back and he's playing every other. But it was good for him
Yeah.
to get amongst the runs.
Actually, really,
Jason Mohammed.
not the cross you a minute, really. I just want to say something before any of the other guys mention this point, and then it looks like I'm piggybacking off the other guys. I want to say it was good to also see Hassani's guy, Darren Bravo, back amongst the runs. And, we'll get into his selection in the test side a little later, but hopefully he can carry this form into the test series. Congrats to Bravo. Really sorry about that. You could continue.
Yeah, that's not a problem, Jeff. And I agree with you. It was good to see him amongst the runs finally.
Yeah.
Let's hope it continues. He's a guy. His slogan is "Farm is temporary, class is permanent." This time he shows his class. Let's hope this is the beginning of things to come for him.
I agree.
Jason Muhammad. I hear everybody bigging up Jason Muhammad, but Jason Muhammad was picked as a batsman, not a bowler. And so if he's to continue this one, so he's gonna come like at 7 or 8. No, because he's scoring. He's gonna be playing as a bowler, not a batsman. Yes, I'm glad that he was a the hits because that helped the team. But at the end of the day, he was selected off of his performances in the recent Super 50.
Correct.
And then he couldn't play. Well, he didn't have much batting, to be honest. He scored 13 or 14 in the first game. And then he didn't score much in the last game. They bat his second game, but they didn't score much in the last game. But based off his Super 50 performance, that's why it's called these guys regional bullies. They score a lot of runs at the regional level, and then when they make a step up, they don't perform. But so he would be a much safe for the next ODI series, but as a bowler, not about maybe batting down the order. But all in all, a good series win. Congrats to you guys. I'm not a Pollard fan, but at the end of the day, I call a spade a spade. And his captaincy was brilliant.
Yes.
He's a very aggressive captain. His tactics, his changes, I see him under the helmet. He puts himself under the helmet in the batsman face. God, he's a
That's
chirper.
his go-to move. That's his go-to move.
That is his go-to move. He's a chirper, so he can be a batsman. He's going to be a batsman's ear, sorry. So credit to him. He batted well in the last game too. He took us home. He saw the guys home. One thing about the 3 guys that scored hundreds, I'm very glad that we had hundreds right through the series from the top 3 batsmen, but none of them continued to the end. That was my only disappointment with the guys that scored the 100 in the series. But congrats to the West Indies cricket team. Congrats to Pollard. Let me hope. There's only Sri Lanka, which is probably about 2 or so places above us in the ranking. But let's only hope that this is good things coming up from now on in. Congrats again to the West Indies.
Thanks for that, Rudy. Hassani, I'm gonna move on to you here. Can I get your thoughts on the ODI series?
Good night. It was a good series, man. Definitely. Unlike Reed, the only thing that you said, Jess, I had a problem. We need to find opening bowlers to that wickets, I thought. Besides Jason.
I missed that point. That's very true. I was
you see Romario Shepherd in your answer.
Never was and never will be. But I was
Anderson Phillip at the end was not.
Question.
He had a good debut last, but
not across.
Yeah, we need an opening bowler.
Was he in the original squad?
No.
He was in the original 14 or 15.
No, he wasn't.
How he jumped into a playing 11 just so.
We all know.
Simple Trinidad running cricket.
But the thing is, I believe Jaden Seal should have been the better option to me. If you don't want to get somebody a chance to do jump.
I think they just want a out and out quick bowler.
Fast bowler.
And I had the developmental players. So
but he's fortunate, man. To me, he much different than Keon Harding. Cause in terms of all two of them got the pace, but in terms of swinging the ball or being effective or threatening the batsman, they're just fast. They're just fast. So look fit too, but I ain't neither here nor there with that boy. That's the truth.
Right.
Mr. Evening.
Can continue, man.
Yeah.
Right. Which I agree with 5.2. So we really need an out and out fast bowler. The batting, I was very pleased with the batting. Shearhope, glad to see Shearhope, usual dominant white ball cricket. And what was the most pleasing thing to me is not the fact that Darren Bravo scored runs, being the best. The fact that Everloin's temperament.
So they sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be stuck there. Colin Moore, I gotta move on to you till we try to get back Hassani.
Yeah, Jess. The series was a it was uh, let me see. It was a series win. It was a series win. I mean, it's good to see that you can see both departments clicking. I guess thought you have battles from the top three, scoring hundreds or whatever the case may be. It's good to see. As Hassan was mentioning, I thought Evan Lewis' temperament throughout the series was very impressive. He
Yeah.
actually looked to pace the innings. He actually looked to rotate the strike sometimes instead of just bashing the ball, even if it's not there. I also thought Shea Shea just looked like silk. Like he ain't missing the cricket. Like he was just home and he bathed up or in his bedroom just having TDs all the time. Like he
Yeah.
just look me technique look sound. I mean that bowling attack is not the best, so you still gotta wait and see. But he had a great series. It's good to see he back amongst the runs. I always told you that in ODI don't question shit because the stats there to show. You understand? My problem was with transferring that to the right ball, and I guess
Correct.
that will come eventually. It's good to see Bravo finally score runs since 2016, but I ain't moved by it. I mean, these guys has met some silly comments too. When you watch the postman interview, he was like, this 100 was for his sister because it's her birthday. Like, she only had one birthday.
She born last week.
Yeah,
She
she
born.
born this year only.
She
Like, I
born this
mean,
year,
you
man.
owe people runs. Like, just say you're working hard and you craft or whatever the case is, and move on.
Yeah.
Like, these fellas is just choose the wrong time to say the wrong things. And
Yeah.
I mean, like, Bravo, you all the Caribbean so much runs. Your sister should got a birthday
So
almost
much.
every day. You understand? So I don't understand the statement. I mean, look at the captaincy. Pollard was brilliant when it comes to rotating the bowlers, when it comes to bowling changes, and even showed that I think he shortchanged the West Indies for a little while because if you could come and bowl now at this stage of your career, it means you had that ability. You understand early on because to me Pollard had not changed tremendously throughout the years from when he first came. Pollard all round ability. So that was good to see. I thought the bowling department was okay. Um to do the job. The spinners, I don't think that was effective enough. There was a bit on the lucky side. I think Aki Hussein got some wickets during the last ODI. Some of the balls to me it kept a little low. The Sri Lankans play bad shots, but I wouldn't say it was a dominating bowling performance. But you see sparks of brilliance. I think Puran showed glimpses, but to me he ain't firing on all cylinders. He
Yeah.
seemed to
Yeah.
be he seemed not to be timing the ball as well. He seems not to be getting getting the power he wants from his shots or he's rotating his straight. But Jason Mohammed, I had too much to see from him. I won't judge him but admire him hard. But I think there's still room for improvement. I think there's still got slots in there that you could probably get another batting all rounder. I don't think Mario Shepard is a fit. Honestly don't think so. I think that spot could be a Calmiers or Austin Chase, somebody that be more effective with the ball as with the bat. Because to me, he's a hit or miss with the bat, Jace. That's the truth. So
Even
all
a
in all,
Raymond
this
Rickford type player.
yeah, even Raymond, and as I said on one of these shows already, I think Raymond is be very consistent in the regional tournaments and be very unlucky not to get a looking
Yeah.
by the selectors, not to be given a run in some of these series. So all in all, it was a good series. Is you get the 30 points. That's for the World Cup. That's good. I look at the rankings. We actually 10 points behind the leaders. I mean, we probably in fifth or sixth, and I really hope that we win the upcoming one days because that qualifier thing we don't need that. That's the truth. Oh, and it was good to see Jason. Jason still played with a little, spirit he ball. So it's good to see that. I guess the captaincy drop in affecting, but we will get to that later on. So all in all, Jason was glad with the series. I hope that the guys can keep up the performances and keep West Indians proud.
Yeah. Hassani,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back to
yeah.
you.
I had a little technical difficulties there. I don't know what had happened. I don't
Yeah.
know. As I said, I will be brief. I was still listening on my phone. The guys were good. Sheho, as I was saying about Evan Lewis, the temperament he showed. I think they interviewed him. I asked if he would ever consider returning to playing first class cricket. He said he still has it. His family and this team has been encouraging because he's been showing the temperament. Just needing to rotate his strike a little bit more. You don't have. But I also believe
But he playing first class cricket for what?
Trinidad.
We playing for to do what?
He will
To
go
go wrong with team.
open
You
about why
mean
not?
test cricket?
Nero, ever good in right? He ain't our color clothes that he playing here.
All right, wait, but
Test cricket is a different kettle of fish, buddy.
Fed,
I
wait,
agree.
so
But my thing, I believe,
Different.
I feel the conversation, they probably had a conversation because it's like, yes, we
So
going with Campbell all the time, but Evan Lewis,
he
fairly
feeling.
prolific. No, Evan Lewis fairly prolific with the white ball. So it's
Uh-huh.
like, Campbell ain't the best. Evan Lewis fairly prolific in white ball. Why hasn't his name ever come up to at least get
Red
a go
ball.
at that? So I
right.
feel, I
But
probably had a
he ain't played
conversation. He
test
probably
cricket
not
already.
interested.
He
Oh,
never played.
No,
or
no.
the edge will probably get hit all the time, but it's like
No,
the conversation, like it
but
probably was
but
behind the
what?
scenes, and he has no
And I
interest
think
in
his
Test cricket.
fitness too would also come in to play with
Yeah, yeah,
test cricket as well.
well, true,
Yeah.
but
But
he ain't get well. Continue, Tony. Continue.
oh no, but I would to add to what I think it's just a matter. He playing some first class, got some games on his belt. He probably with the temperament he's showing. I think him batting with Shehope is be a different. He bats different with Shehope than he's bat with Chris Gill.
Any boys back different with Shea. Bravos is so.
Yeah,
She is met
Yeah,
back easy.
but something want
true.
about this temperament part.
Two games, Nero, they tricking me.
But and I ain't changed, and I ain't sold yet because yes, there's
Yeah, you
temperament
tricking
now
me.
because you ain't get back IPL pick. So yes, you got
Right,
a
you tricking
temperament in
me.
the world. So
Mm.
you trying now to put back yourself, get your stock high for future IPLs and stuff like that. I ain't
Mm.
sold yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we're looking
Fair
at it.
point, Nero. Fair
I
That's
can
how
point.
we're
agree. I
looking
can
at it.
agree with
Look
that.
at you, Nero. Look at you, Nero, man. These fellas ain't
That's how
tricking
we're
me.
looking at it.
It
Yeah, that's how we're looking
will-
at it.
Right now,
Fair point.
But all in all, it was good. I would just piggybacking. It was glad to see Bravo back amongst runs.
Mm.
And
You
after
mean
this,
finally scoring?
Those
yeah,
I don't know about finally.
come if the hour, come if the man. Sometimes you
Whoa,
just
whoa,
want
whoa.
somebody to stand up. It was needed. We accustomed. West Indies accustomed, right, Fed? We losing the first four and win the last one. For once, let me win the first two and we win the last one. We whitewash somebody. I used to be tired again whitewash. we gotta beat somebody. We gotta close
I
them.
agree.
So at that point in time, he batted. I mean, even in the second one, the batting order to kind of the push. I also was trying to chase, and that's the problem because it's such a small target. They take a little too long in the middle, but just blocking balls instead of just rotating the strike. And that's what separate the good teams in the run chase, an ordinary team from a great team. So I can't say the powerhouses in the world cricket would have looked to chase on their runs as quick as possible and out instead of trying to use up the full 50. Cause you never know in the chase you probably might go accelerate, and if you're not rotating the strike and you're just trying to hit a boundary every ball,
But I don't think this series that there was checking for that. I think they was just basically trying to
to bat,
collect
Getting
points.
W's.
to
Yeah.
bat.
Just collect points. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Me worrying
Yeah.
about other details, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all in all, I give the full team a A. A. The reason
Okay.
I can give the plus is for Romario Shepherd, boys. I can't give you plus, man. I can't give you plus. The feeling was good too as well. And the only maybe blemish was this. That was the first ODI with the balls, the obstruction thing. But other than that, it was a good series. Looking forward to Test cricket. The Test series, sorry.
Mr. Nero.
Yes, please. Good night. Not. First of all, congrats to the West Indies. Congrats to Pollard. Well led. Just a few minor things. especially going forward. The bowling, I don't think the bowlers were challenged that much by the Sri Lankan batting. Yes, the Sri Lanka had some good opening partnerships, but through the middle, they didn't really get
Yeah,
challenged.
correct. Correct.
Different opposition. We got the straight rotating and got met bowling decisions and stuff like that. But I thought Pollard could have sit on his plans with the bowlers and more control the game from there. Batting wise, just a few minor things. The batsman getting into 100 and not continuing and seeing out the game. They got to get into those habits. Not only to get to your landmark, which is 100, and then you cut out. I watch. Well, you know how we'll feel about Kohli, like 100 ain't enough. Yes, it's something, but the job got to get finished. So
Yeah.
if you got to program yourself to that level, the dot balls, ridiculous. And I don't think going forward, the combination of Shea at 2 and Muhammad at 3 and Bravo could work. I guess that's
Huh.
where the guys will hope a Hetty or Puran will
Yeah,
get
that's
pushed
ridiculous.
up the order. So you got a break going forward. That cannot work because they're three similar type of batsmen, and Shea obviously is the number one, the anchor. So Shea will have the role to bat through the innings. So then you can't. Mohammed is not a fluent batsman per se. So neither is Bravo. Bravo is coming normally and block the first time balls. So it might just share Bravo and Mohammed in that. You could actually waste 10 to 12 overs in that middle part. So
Yeah.
probably going for Hetty or Purang or probably gotta. It's just about combinations, man. For the batting,
Yeah.
yeah, for me, well played to share. Superb series, man. In the series, what more can I add? We gonna deal with it here and now. The guy just come back for the cricket. We enjoy it. Hopefully, he's mentally refreshed. We can get to the right ball when that stage comes. Let me just
Yeah.
enjoy what we're watching at the moment. We enjoy the white ball stuff, the red ball stuff. When they get there, you can deal with that.
They do with that.
Yes,
Okay.
a lot of heard it over the last week or two. Oh Lord, sexy. If we could see this here in the red ball, and we can get there. Just let me enjoy what we're seeing in the white ball. That's all I
Okay.
asking. That's all I
Okay.
asking. That's all. That's all.
Ah,
Okay, guys. I want to move on to the captaincy. As we all saw,
Mm.
Craig Brathwaite will now be the captain of the West Indies Test team going forward. Um, Obviously, that caused a lot of controversy, a lot of talk in the cricketing community. Me personally, when I first heard the news, I mean, it didn't come as a shock to me. To be honest, it didn't come as a shock. And when I first heard the news, it was to me. I said to myself, the West Indies, the selectors told the guys, going into that series, it wouldn't be held against them if they opted out. So having said that to the players, and then the next series after that, they sack the captain. I mean,
Ah
to
boy.
me, it doesn't look that good. But
and most of the
time
players
have
ain't get back
passed.
in either.
True, time have passed.
I,
And looking back on
yeah.
looking at this situation now, for some reason, looking at Jason Holder's whole demeanor now, I think that Jason, the pressure is lifted off Jason's shoulders, and I'm a part of me is thinking that Jason probably, they probably had a conversation, and I believe that Jason probably was okay with the decision, and I think that Jason can now use this time with that pressure off of his shoulders to try to work on his batting and try to bring back his batting to what we know it can be, because we all know Jason is a batsman as well. Jason is an all rounder. He scored 200 against England. Uh, so like I said, he's not dummy with the bat. But I just want to get the guys' take on the whole change of captaincy. Really, we had some discussions in the week, and you have some very interesting points on the whole captaincy issue. So I'm going to start with you here, really. What are your thoughts on the whole change?
Um, to be honest, I'm not for it.
Enough for it.
Congrats to Craig. Let's hope he continues on the winning streak like he picked up from Bangladesh, but I am not for it.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot appoint a man full-time captain in March and in late November You took his vice captaincy from him because to concentrate on runs, to concentrate on scoring runs.
Mm-hmm.
He only captained the if okay. Let's say well, let me go back to the late November when we toured New Zealand. Appointed Roston Chase vice captain of that tour, right? So you appoint Roston Chase. So for argument's sake, if Roston had gone to New Zealand to Bangladesh, sorry, captain that side and won. Obviously, Roston then, if you want to change the captaincy now, it will be Roston captain this side, Roston that is not in the side. But for me, I don't think it was fair. You can't drop a man or strip a man of vice captaincy to concentrate on batting a few months ago and not making full-time captain. What has he done in that space of time? The batting gone back to where it was before. In that same New Zealand New Zealand tour, he ain't scored nothing. He scored 70 something in Bangladesh. That is it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a fair. I ain't got much to say, but I don't think it was fair. But we will see what happens. The logic behind it, the logic. If you study this thing, it does not make any sense. A man is vice captain. You take away his vice captaincy because he ain't scoring the runs to concentrate on his batting. Guys in tour because of the COVID situation or whatever the case may be. He toured. He got the captaincy for that tour. They won. I know he's full-time captain. I can't get understand. Maybe you guys could explain it to me, but I cannot get it. What Roger Harper is saying is not making any sense whatsoever.
Yeah,
but that's just my little take on it.
Fair point. So you understand what you're saying. Freddie, you can jump to you here because you see you have something to add.
But James, this is just an example of you don't letting people. You can imagine you're the best heart surgeon at the QEH. You understand? And I got a 7-year-old kid who gotta get this special heart surgery. And you telling you said you want to go on a vacation with your wife. You understand? You go on your vacation and this young upcoming heart surgeon take the case, had no hiccups, nothing at all. Who you think the people gonna have next year? The people gonna have the boy that filling you in. You understand? So that's
brilliant. That's a brilliant analogy.
He's not a Jason. Hold on, man.
You cannot.
It has nothing to do with Jason Horner.
You cannot give people a chance when you are in those sort of professions. You understand? We watch documentaries, just we see how people could have been great, but the letting a person who's worked hard or a person who is talented, you understand? And then it's like we never met our body. We even know who's our body.
We got a better example. Telson Payne was a hell of a batsman, a great wicketkeeper, but he couldn't get back to anything called Dujon.
Dujon keep the back finger also. So that is the perfect example there. You understand? And I mean it is all two parties just they got some sort of egg on the face or like the players right now, I sure all of them there would have telling themselves we could have taken our flight to Bangladesh. You understand? All of them in reflection. You understand? Take that flight to Bangladesh. If people put you in a bubble, we're tired of a bubble. Just I can understand, yes, you're mentally fatigued. You come home for 2 weeks or whatever the case, and you go on, just you refresh yourself, you get the beach for 4 days, whatever. You refresh yourself and go again. You understand?
The regional Super 50 bubble. So I don't understand.
So and then the case with Craig just to me I think is a impulsive move by board. I mean we tried Craig already. Craig was test captain already. You understand? What Craig did in Bangladesh was great. It was good. He used his intuition. He made some changes on his spot that you tell yourself, this move has since cricket need. But then to come back, I think this is the earmark Jason to captain. If you look at West Indies through the years, West Indies captains are always selected through some form of controversy. If you remember Jason coming into captaincy, when they just take it from Sammy because Sammy voiced his concerns about not getting playing kit and what's not, you understand? If you look at how Sammy came in before it was Bravo and those guys, it's like you can't be disgruntled. You understand? And then always some form of controversy around the captaincy selection. So Jason was given the mantle, he started to get some performance. But I think it's a case where the management staff and the coaching staff could have sit down and said, well, look, Jason, your captaincy, you need to be a little more attacking in this area or that area and this area and work with him. You understand? Because you already
Thank
stick
you
with it
very
for
much.
5 years. You stick with it for
Thank you
five
very
years.
much.
You can bring Craig now and say, well, all right, yeah, he had a good bang in that series. He attacking and he doing this and he doing that. What gonna happen in the series that Craig captaincy ain't up to par? What gonna happen? And then he runs in there.
They can
You know
criticize
what I'm
you.
saying?
They criticize you
So
because
then
he
we
was
can
the
go
worst
look
thing.
for we can say no, you know what? Get Ross and captain. And that destroy players' careers. We destroy players. And I mean Jason seemed to be handling it well. Nero said he let burn out. To me, I don't think he burn out. I don't think you got that idea that with much expectations, Jace, you gotta face the responsibility that comes with them expectations. You understand? And people expect Jason to be where he is number one in the world. So you gotta live with that. You gotta find a way. Look at Kohli. India got billions of people, Jace. You feel Kohli don't feel pressure? You understand? So I mean, and then on the board part now, it doesn't look good that you telling me as my that's like JSU is my boss and you tell me I could take 3 weeks vacation. When you come back your job here and I take the vacation, when I come back, the
Yeah,
next
there
day
you
you
go.
tell me, well look, I ain't gonna let you go, buddy.
Yeah,
I ain't got that position. You understand? I
yeah.
can go for a lawyer. I can go for a lawyer something. They make a go
But
for
Fed,
lawyers,
That
you
but
different.
understand?
That different. That
it was
different.
different. It wasn't a
Yeah.
vacation thing per se, you know.
That
No
different.
vacation. You tell me I could take this time. All right, ain't gotta be
It
vacation.
optional.
If you got an environment that I think ain't safe, and you tell me, look,
Correct.
I know you got asthma. I spray in the building tomorrow. You could take the 2 weeks home, but when I'm holding it against you because you got
Yeah.
asthma. When you come back, you can got your job. You know, and I take the 2 weeks because I know the asthma can kill me. I know the spray can kill, but when I come back, you telling me, man, sorry, buddy, we
But
you
your
gotta
boss
sit
might let
down
you
here.
work from home. You might got the
He ain't letting
opportunity to
you
work
work.
from home.
He ain't letting you work. They ain't working, you understand?
My
So
work. Hey.
it
Yeah.
don't look good. It don't look good on the board. I mean, we see India just now in Australia that had worked down to them, we would say 18. But when India went by and the players were available, they mixed them, Jace. They ain't get rid of all of them. You understand? We appreciate that when they did a good job. We are thankful. It shows us that our reserves are well. And that is really the West Indies got to come in now to managing these upcoming players. When you look at other teams, you see a Shubman Gill and these men come and slide right in because of good management behind the scenes. These guys just get a lot of 18 tours. These guys just get a lot of work with
But
the
Fed,
legends. You understand? So we still behind, and we our cure is not the answer. We think that chopping and changing or bringing a flavor, the month player is the cure for. We got a lot of things to do behind the scenes before we can really see the results of Bangladesh repeated consistently.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Fed, Fed,
Go, Asani, yeah.
oh well, I ain't gonna really think. I can just rebuttal a couple of the points that the man made. And it really much of opinion. It would just be piggybacking. But Fed, my thing to you is that I don't think it was that you said with the Indian the man performed. The problem was the man that was to come back in the team, the fellas that went and representing their sports. Their sports. I be looking at their sports. Remember Shane Mosley went on the tour for number 3 batsman. That experiment didn't age well at all.
Mm.
Right? Bono was 4. Brooks bats 4. Bono scored the most runs. Ross Sanchez is about 5. But a man scored double. You can't ignore. You can't tell. Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
I ain't ignore. All right, it's a simple. The man
Watch
scored
it
the
now.
double. The man scored the double. For sure, he
Mhm.
would be in. You got Bonner, man of the series. You slot he
Gotta
in.
be in.
Bravo out. Simple as that. I don't know how Bravo get in. We
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 can get
in.
to that.
But
We
We
ain't
can
yeah.
get
get
to
this,
that. Yeah.
shorty.
So I mean, it's as simple as that. You outstanding performers on the tour, JS, your reward. You understand? The
You know,
rest
say
that
mix.
fill
You
in.
know, say mix them. You know, say mix the
Yeah, you're
experience with
gonna
the
mix,
ones that
but that's
perform.
mixing them. That is mixing
So
them.
what now
That
with
is
Bravo
mixing
in?
them. That is mixing them. Sonny Bravo has not done nothing. You can't tell.
But
I,
as
I
much
am
as
against
well
that
as
Bravo.
much as readers cry down Darren Bravo, he still has his test record as a batsman is still better
That one?
than
John
check it.
Campbell. You got to say John Campbell.
All right, number 3. Bravo is bat 3. Who
Right.
number
It's better than
3?
who? It's better than who? Don't count me backroom work. Better than
Shearhawk.
who?
Shearhawk.
We accept that Sheehan's not good in test
Shamar
cricket.
Brooks.
We accept that. Brooks no
Shamar
star.
Brooks.
If Brooks have been playing as long as Bravo, Sonny, them is bullshit arguments, brother.
Can't be
Them is
experienced,
bullshit
most
arguments,
experienced
brother.
batsman.
You can't tell me, but I'm again that. But just as I was saying before we get sidetracked, call I can see this, Bravo. I think that you can't let in people. You can't let in people, and the board gotta keep the word. You can't tell me I can do this, and when they come back, this happen. And you letting a man, that's what can happen, you understand? But as I say, I would have keep
Some of them men burn their bridges though.
players. I would have keep the outstanding players, Jason. I would appreciate the effort that the rest is giving me, and I would have blended it with some of the players that has because this you can't tell me. You watching cricket, all sorts of, and Roston has to sit down. He's not even in the squad. He is a reserve.
He's not even in the squad.
You can't tell me Big Shamar Brooks, based on his test record, Jason, cannot be even in the reserves. There is no way, Jason, you can tell me
and
when you look at Roston has, please forget this season, no, Jason. Roston got 5 test hundreds, though.
Yeah.
Are we talking about people that just hot and in the moment? Roston has 5 test hundreds. Roston bought a whole day and saved a test match.
So that means somebody going left. Who gonna left out? Somebody gonna get left out.
Bravo. Hassani.
And you keep talking about
when they're clamoring for 2 men. 2 men to come inside, right? Who are they going to replace?
Bonner in the side. Working, thanks. You did well. You want
but you can't do that.
Thank you. You just asked me who.
Why Hassani? Hassani,
who? Thanks, Bravo. You got a reason to be there. You understand?
So you want Roston, Brooks, when they were saying Hope should come back in.
All. I'm talking about
I don't want to get to the captain. The squad is there. I want to finish the
because we still play captaincy.
The captaincy. I want to hear Nero's talk on the captaincy as well. Then we're gonna move on to the whole squad.
I can pull back my nugget for that discussion. Put it back in my pocket here. I put it back in my pocket.
Hassani, you had anything else to add on the captaincy, Hassani?
I think they were saying some rumblings about the guys really enjoy playing with Craig. I think it was probably like a voice. They needed to hear a different voice. Truth be told, I also believe, Jason, that Nero is kind of fatigued. Remember, too, he was overseas. When I know people might say my dad might not bother, but I think the passing of Ezra in that period when he was overseas, because remember, he didn't get back for the funeral or nothing. Ezra was his coach, his mentor that really brought him through the ranks. And, deaf people's got different ways of dealing with death. And to me, I think it's maybe a good chance for him to, just mellow out, just refresh, revitalize. Who knows? For all intents and purposes, they could have had a discussion and said, well, Craig, yes, we know you're going through a little tough time here. It's captaincy. Craig can just hold on for the time being, but we got no sense. Say Craig is the captain. You never know.
Yeah, for the time you say it's full time.
Well, full time can mean to the end of 2021. They never say
before we move on.
It's so funny. It's so funny how the West Indies cricket board can select a test captain who is not even on a contract. Who you did not even give a contract to.
Free.
It's just madness all over the place.
Before we walk Nero, people forget when he was JSN's vice captain. JSN get banned for a slow overrate. JSN has shoulder injury, all sorts of things, and Wesley get washed off. And Craig this, Craig too soft, Craig all sorts of things.
Correct.
2 games that Craig is the best thing. How?
Correct. I agree, man. I agree.
I don't think Wesley needed a captain. No, I just think we need people in roles. You just need somebody to fake toss. We ain't all right. And my feel just to set feel, and then we do a raffle for back in order.
New
But
rule.
I believe Craig.
Yes, please.
I don't think hard feelings between Craig and Jason, but it's probably a good chance for Jason. He's been going through. We see it. It's been tough the last couple, so maybe this might be good for him. And he's still in that side. At least he ain't out. So that's a
Yeah,
good
they're
thing.
number one all around the world.
Yeah. I still find it hard to believe. I think it was I just think it was a mutual thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a just look burnt out, just look. So I just think it was a mutual decision. They probably had the conversation, just how you feeling, bum bum bum, and I just think it was a mutual decision. That's me personally. Secondly, what is the expectation of a West Indian captain? What performance was like for me like for when if you got a football team, Manchester United goals for this year would be to qualify for the Champions League and win an FA Cup, or the Timberwolves will be to make the playoffs. What are the expectations of a West Indian team and captain? That is for me, because like ceiling is like West Indies what eighth now, right? Like where should West Indies be? If you're being totally honest with yourself,
7.5.
with everything being equal, is like West Indies at best can probably be 6.
7.
If you're being
Seven.
honest, you got England,
Better than who?
Australia, New Zealand, India, and then again depends
Pakistan.
on conditions. It would be a battle
West
between
Indies both there. West
Pakistan,
Indies be remote
Sri
fifth.
Lanka. So I guess at peak,
South Africa.
At
you
peak.
probably peak
7th. We could peak
probably
at 7th.
5th at
I would
peak
say
with
fifth.
everything, because that's I ain't know like that way asking the question to the guys what
Yeah, I
is
would say
expected
fifth,
about West
Nero.
Indies
I would
team
say
at peak.
fifth. I would say fifth.
All right,
Because
let me
I
ask.
say classic.
Wait a
I
minute.
say
that's my
classic.
question to one of first.
At peak.
At peak, what is expected of West Indies? Where what
I
do
would
you
say fifth.
each of y'all can answer at peak where y'all expect West Indies to be? Fifth,
For
right?
me, 6.
6. Okay.
India.
So that would mean Sri Lanka and who coming down?
Man, just pick your
Pakistan.
position. Pick your position. You want about your argument. Pick your position.
I would say about 6. About
6.
Yeah.
With a cap.
No, it's a 6.
6.
Yeah.
5th. And Hassani says 7.
I honestly, all right. Sri Lanka, South Africa
Bad
issues
side.
is more off the field, right? Huh?
I
Sri
would
Lanka is
probably
a
say
bad
6
side.
too. I would say 6 too. And that
We
was
are
and that is including like South Africa, West Indies, that could be decided home and away.
that could
Sri
be
Lanka,
correct.
Pakistan, that can be decided home and away like
Good.
that. So that's how I seen it. I don't really like,
Right.
and then you will have the bonus like when West Indies beat England in 2019 when Jay scored double, Doug 800 in the Caribbean. You know, that's what for me is like, it matter who the captain is per se, because at the end of the day, West Indies doesn't
But
have the
I
resources
don't
and the
think it
players.
should be rankings now.
So
It's both the Test Championship and the format and the Test Championship. We just go, you just gotta look to you
I
don't
think
gotta
people.
lose. You could
I
draw.
think we
You
just
could
want
draw and still get points. You could
different
draw,
ideas.
but we just gotta be
That's the reason
competitive.
with Craig. Different ideas. That's what they're looking for. They want to see different type. I mean, but come on. Nero is the captain of Yorkshire. You mean you can't sit down, the coach can sit down Nero, say Nero, look, I think when you're bringing in Faith back, you can let him come down or when you're gonna bring Jason to bowl, you can put a leg slipper. Hey, these is things you could discuss to make a man better though.
But
You
I think
cannot just tell me as Nero say, what do we expect of Craig? Is Craig going to come and take West Indies cricket to number one in the world? Is Craig going to come and lead West Indies from the bottom?
yeah.
Like, there's no substance behind the change. The change is just simply impulsive. You is the man, the flavor of the month ice cream, and we want you in the store window.
But
That's all it is.
I always had a caveat. I agree with you on that. I used to wonder how much say does the captain have? Like how much say does a West
in
Indies
what
captain have?
We can see.
In,
Look at
in
Pollard.
well,
Exactly.
Pollard different. Baller different. But I mean, like Craig,
Exactly.
see, like Vera and that man, you can see that man has got influential
Oh,
say.
Sonny, that man is
Oh,
Sonny,
superstar. So
you're
Sonny,
gone,
Well,
you
it's a
true.
gone
different
different.
kettle of fish.
You got a
you know,
different kettle of
different.
fish there.
Cody
So
says
correct,
fitness standards and all, boy.
You
correct,
got a different
correct.
kettle of
So
fish
Correct.
there. Yeah, yeah.
I know.
Uh,
And let me
I
tell
what?
you something. Just, sorry, these things keep killing me all the time, but
Go
ambition
ahead.
is the man here. Craig averaging 16 before Bangladesh. I want to see
You
how
take
now with this
away
added
vice
pressure,
captaincy
you
from
understand?
this man to
That
concentrate
Craig,
his
on
bottom
batting,
feel good.
and you give
Jason,
captaincy. That making
I
sense?
want to see. I
Thank
that
you,
Craig,
want
Vic.
to see.
Craig
You
averaging how much?
understand? 16 before you
16,
went to
brother.
Bangladesh.
You take away vice captaincy so you can concentrate on batting, but you make
Then
it
I
for
mean he
vice
overall
captain.
average. Then I
Is
mean he
no
overall average or
like
something.
I know.
Oh,
we overall average is only double that 32.
I
So
want
But
to
that ain't
see
making much
Jason
difference.
on this
it,
32
pressure.
as an opening
but
batsman.
you know the thing is, right? And
I
this
want to
was
see this
I got low
pressure.
just to continue quick, but this discussion interesting. The thing is that those same guys like Bonner, De Silva, Mears, they were in England and New Zealand and could not get him. That man was knocking like door. You remember De Silva score runs in the warm up games? De Silva who was
And
that
you
in the
see this
England
the
in
silver
the
thing, whenever this runs thing, I tell one of the keeper and the silver is drop at least a catch or two per game. You
oh
understand?
boy.
All right. All right. When a sweet and when a hot and I want to see something. Check the stats with the youngest players who started scoring more. That fella Shane Durridge up there, 800 and something runs. And we can just I don't know when I like when the silver
I don't think
that
Dorwich
light
was
heart is
dropped.
on the
I don't
course.
think Dorwich was dropped. I think that he's still
We
dealing
can
with
see
whatever
man.
he's dealing. I think Dorwich is
We
still
can
dealing with
see.
whatever he's dealing with.
We can
I think
see.
he made a comment in terms
Uh,
of that. Dorwich
all
going
right,
through
we
some
can see
stuff, so
man.
I think they just gave some time away to work on it because he
All
wasn't
right,
even
guys.
in.
Guys, I want to move on because time is getting away. I want to move on to the selection of the test squad. This is I know this is an area where we're definitely gonna air our views. So I want to move on to this stuff here. For those who
Just
haven't yet heard.
all we gotta do is tell the viewers that the men and what Bravo and everybody's good at that. Bravo.
Just give me a second. For all of those who haven't heard the test squad yet, it reads Craig Braffett, captain, Jermaine Blackwood, vice captain, Nkrumah Bonner, Darren Bravo, John Campbell, Raheem Cornwall, Joshua Da Silva, Shannon Gabriel, Jason Holder, Elzari Joseph, Colin Mears, Kimar Roach, and Jamal Warrican. And well, for me, I'll just give my views here. For me, I just like most people around the world, I cannot understand for the life of me how Darren Bravo has managed to cement a side in this squad. It baffles me. Since I earlier when we had one of our previous episodes, I called Bravo's his
Scores.
innings, his scores since we turned to test cricket in 2019. No need to call them again. Since Darren Bravo came back to 2000 to cricket in 2019, Hassani,
Mm-hmm.
Darren Bravo is averaging 10.
Wow.
And that's no and
Two
that's
handfuls.
me being real. You can check it if you want.
No,
Dar-
I know what it is. I know what it
Dar-
is. I know
Darren
what it is
Bravo is averaging 10 since he came
because
back
I
from
know that you would have come with it. I
test
knew you would.
cricket
I expected you to lead with that. I
in
expected you to lead with that.
2019. So I
Mm-hmm.
cannot understand for me how he
And he
I
talked
had
too
on the
much
has
top
now.
no
though. The average
cemented
had on the top.
You know how
a,
much things.
a
Huh?
place in this test team.
You know how much things happened in World Science 2019, my brother.
Let me continue. From what I would have given that spot to Brooks. I mean, Brooks' average isn't amazing, but since Brooks made his debut
And
in
consistent.
August in
Consistent.
2019, yeah, he's averaging 28.
Consistent, Jace.
He's
So
averaging
consistent.
28.
and 28, so 18 better. Okay, not bad.
Yeah, he's averaging 28. So I don't understand for the life of me how Bravo got in this team. I really don't.
Politics,
Um,
politics.
yeah,
But
roster chase.
Bravo them in England though. Bravo in England.
Politics, man.
We know
Politics.
why here in England.
No, it's politics. Cause Shane Doris would not be the only body that you will hear can deal with sharp ball.
According to Hassani earlier,
Boomer, hey, bravo, man, Boomer.
Rumor here
Badge.
concussion,
Yeah.
Boss.
Don't hear on these dead tracks.
Oh gosh, boy.
For me, I would have also liked to see Roston in that side as well. I take Roston. I mean, come on, like you can't keep. To me, it's a slight, it's disrespect. I mean, like these are guys that we have to move forward with in Test cricket
Right.
if we're West Indies a years to come. So to just drop roster
Right.
like this here, you understand? After a couple guys, some of the guys, yes, in all fairness, some of the guys they perform, but I mean, come on, to leave out roster is, in my opinion, absolute madness. But I would have picked roster probably before a Warwick as well, but we the team is there, so we'll see how this test series goes. Hassani, I'm gonna start with you here. I'm very interested to hear what you think about this test site.
Nugget.
My little nugget, I got that out. Let me take my little nugget here. I'll put that there. Got my nugget there. You know, right? Life has a funny way of showing itself, you know, and it's good that you got viewers that not share the same opinion, that always saying a little snippet just to enhance your point, help you along. Which I appreciate very much. Remember the last show I was saying that I believe Jonathan Carter should call because there's no future for him in West Indies, and it was attacked by 4 fellas saying, "Man, no way, man. Carter is the most experienced man in the side. Don't care anything. He go play. He's bring that experience. He's been there before." Well, Darren Bravo has been there before. He is the most experienced. He played the most tests out of everybody. Hold on.
Jonathan score runs.
Jonathan never stopped playing.
Hello.
And Jonathan never stopped playing.
Hello. Jonathan score runs.
Jonathan score runs every year.
And he stopped playing.
Bravo came back in 2 years and averaged 10. Bravo came back in 2 years and averaged 10. Carter the score runs. That's not an argument there. Carter the score runs.
He never stopped playing.
350s in the actual 50s.
So we counting 50s now. We giving 50s. We giving medals for 50s.
Count a 50. You can't count nothing for Darren Bravo. You can't count the man averaging 10 since 2019.
So you're not allowed to go to a lean patch. You're not allowed.
A lean patch for 2 years.
You can imagine Colin score runs for 2 years.
Colin score runs for 2 months. I want to walk Kelly. Colin score runs for 2 months and people
around the world will average 10 in 2 years and we still giving them a play.
But the man he did not play full cricket in 2 years. He did not play every 22 years.
He in a shop down the road. He was in shop down the road.
Why he didn't play?
That miniman. Who fall?
Why he didn't play?
Injured Will.
He was injured.
And as a man like LeBron James, you should know better.
Injured and play CPL with
the ball buying teams and all sorts of things. And he opened a shop so I can't play cricket.
That's a poor argument. That's a Carter the score runs.
You got farmer's choice nugget. That chicken nugget.
Are you sure he got saying coming?
But when I say, but he is still the most experienced in my opinion. I know, but
experience. You know, Puran said saying I don't know if you see it in the interview. Puran said there is a new generation of West Indies cricket. Give them some time. I could give them time. Got the time for Bravo, but experience.
So
people say New India. People say New India.
So question.
Right.
So Bravo score runs in test series here coming up.
Hassani Bravo got to score runs for the next 3 years.
5 years.
To repay West Indies.
So wait. Time out. I want to keep this same energy for the king of white ball cricket. I want to keep this same energy for the West Indies king of white ball cricket. I want that same energy for Christopher Henry Gill. I want that same energy for Dwayne Bravo. I want that same energy
for Gill no score 500 runs in IPL, brother.
Yes, and what did he do for the West Indies? He had not scored since 2016.
But Hassani, you
Your last
understand?
year player.
Darren Bravo is scoring. Hassani, Darren Bravo isn't
Average.
scoring runs at like no level at all.
But you
He's
don't
just
forgot
scoring
thing is,
the
100.
man calling. Yes, the man calling great still, you know.
but
Gil got 2 triple centuries, brother. Ain't that
yeah,
okay?
but
What Bravo got?
Baba got double 100.
You
I
know
think
tell
we
you.
forget.
First
We forget.
pearl.
Get up play for 100s.
We
The
forget.
most
I
Gil
think we
of
got
them.
about
forget.
Gil got 22 T20 hundreds. I know
So
he
wait,
telling me.
so wait. That I think we
What are you telling
forget.
me
We
here,
got
though?
short-term memory when it comes to Darren here. You know. When he come
There's
on,
no memory.
What
when the
There's
runs
Dan
was
do?
when the
There's
runs was
none.
The
plentiful.
two sent in New Zealand. We toured New Zealand about
Hassani,
twice
how
since
could
then,
the
brother.
runs be plenty for Hassani and the man now get 3,000 or there? You understand shit? Who got 500 more runs than him and
But she
played
was,
way
but she
less
And
yes,
500
with
less
good,
than him.
10
good.
with 10 hits in there. Who? You
This
man
But she
got
that,
a,
this
was
this
you
this
man got a
double hundred
grand
that we
of
talking
runs
about,
in
right,
there
son?
in hundreds.
mhm.
This double hundred we
When
talking about
Dan
in New
Bravo came
Zealand.
on the scene, albeit
Mm-hmm.
who was I think Kirani Powell was the opener then.
You can't even
I,
remember.
Yeah.
Darren Lara?
So
Thank
that ain't
you.
relevant.
That
no,
That ain't
that what
relevant.
trying to say that double
but
hundred you talking about, right? Darren Sammy captain, if my memory serves me correct.
yeah,
Darren
yeah,
Sammy
you're right.
captain
Hassani
test
came back
side.
once his
On the
Bravo,
test side.
the window could open up.
But I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
If he
Jay.
I
performed
don't
10
start the
years
window from
ago,
the
he would bring
body.
back up 10 years ago.
So I
You
But
don't
don't.
understand what he's
anyone
telling me.
else, the window is very, very small.
And the
Who
big
win?
tell
Who is
say
shorter the window for? Who is shorter
that
the
He's
window
that
very
hun-
for?
biased. He's very
that
biased.
100 that Bravo just scored, he scored when
After
the
he fat
series
too.
done.
Yeah,
The
series then.
series done. You talk about Jono?
Like Jono,
You talk
Thank
about
yeah.
you.
Jono score 100?
I
That's
You see
scored
just
that?
100
like
for
Jono.
sixth place.
6th
Sixth
place, yeah.
place.
Rest
So
of it
wait,
Are you
done.
close to Fred?
if we had lost that, we would have said, man, that was bad. We should have win that. We should have closed up. We should have gone for juggler. What's
Here
selling
nor
for
there.
3? What's selling for 2-1 man can win 3 love? Additional.
And he's still in rotating people cricket ball.
That Bravo,
Oh, you
thank you.
thought you
That's
saw
problem number
Jesus.
one.
still in rotating
That
people
Sure.
cricket.
problem.
So you see when
That
he back in
problem number
Australia
one.
and that's
And he
not
running
nice.
well with
Listen,
Shea.
Look,
He gonna run well with Shea anyway.
look,
I feel
He
just
never met Shea
forget
Murphy back.
everything. Next thing, no one can tell me, man, Sonny, we don't like who he bought a crease. When it just, I understand the
no,
crease.
But
Hassani,
Hassani,
man.
I
you go
understand the
with
crease.
Jackie
No,
Hassani.
Hassani.
Understand the crease.
Thank you,
Even
Jeff.
if you like a man, you like a man, fair enough. But Hassani, the man,
Bravo
let's
can't
be
be
right. I just
happy.
feel that the man came back in January
Average 10.
2019 and
Average
average 10.
10,
Hassani,
yes.
you can't keep noise. Like there's nothing you could possibly say for this man.
The average for the
You
US,
imagine the
Jess.
doctor averaging
But the thing
10%
But
For
average
the
of
US.
10.
success in
yeah,
surgeries.
but you know, right? We don't even know if he can start. We don't know.
Maybe
He
he
didn't
can
start.
start.
Yeah,
But
picky. Yeah, picky to not
You
start.
can pick Darren
But
Bravo
he don't start.
to sit down.
so who can
Come
sit
on.
down, Jess?
And you ain't hear how the people talk about him, he's number 3 and this and that, the experience. And he
Not
gonna
But
start.
really.
Jess, I'm looking at it. The squad. I'm saying depends on the pitch in terms of if they're gonna play the actual pacer or
Yes.
this who can sit down.
For
Who I
me,
Probably
can
Worry.
personally,
Morgan.
Worry
Can sit
Zach,
and
you
down.
was a
probably
Or
Yeah,
can
okay.
sit down.
yeah.
nah, but then you short
And,
hand
and,
bowlers.
and,
You
and,
short
Dapper
hand
and
will
just
bowlers
bowl.
with
Georgia.
You got
Jason
And,
that's
Roach,
the
Gabriel
problem
and
there.
Dapper.
and to be honest too, if you I will play it depend on the pitch, one seamer.
I hear it
so
green, man, so I know.
you gonna
No,
call
Yeah, I
them
hear
in.
it green. Yeah.
I think green, the 2 seamers they going with is
Roach and Gabriel.
Roach,
JS
Gabriel,
Jason.
correct, Jason,
and Dapper will
and
fill in.
then correct, and the rest
Correct.
is spinners. Rest is my spinners.
So that means Darren and Azari can sit down. Cause you got
You can't sit down Darren. You can't
Darren
pick
ain't gonna sit
Darren and
down.
then tell me
You
you can
can't pick
sit
They
him,
down.
gonna
make him
sit,
sit
don't
You
down.
can
worry. They
walk.
gonna sit, don't worry, and probably
Azari.
Azari.
Probably
Cornwall.
Joseph
Cornwall can play. They said
Carl
Cornwall can
gonna
I
start.
start.
feel they gonna start, yeah. They gonna probably start.
They
One
start
spinner.
Carl over Warwick. But that's my personal belief.
But honestly, I understand when the argument and the fans are ready for Darren Bravo because people had the doubles in that lara. I never had the man doubles that because they know that
Yeah,
this
yeah, he
could go
does it,
so
man.
very
We
quick.
just thought he had good potential. Like
Right.
we
But
just
Fred,
thought this man
my
still
only
a
point with these men
compact.
is that
But then
I
men
think these
start
men
getting caught up in
I think
politics.
these
You
men
understand? Start
that
disrespecting the
Correct,
game.
right?
his regional record is good. That's his regional
Because
record.
he's a regional bully.
Kastani, at regional level, you're going to get at least 3 scoring balls per over. At test level, you are probably going to get 1 scoring
If you're
ball
lucky.
per over.
Mhm.
If you're lucky.
Therefore, Bravo does not have the skill set to rotate the people's cricket ball. One, he does
He
not
not
have
have
the
the, he not
skill
got
set
six.
to say he is going to dominate a particular bowler. Two,
He's an imitation
and,
sitter right now.
and correct. And I don't understand. He does not have the skill set to say he's going to take on nobody. Because even the best of spinners, or the worst of spinners, I should say, let's get better.
I think just that I think that he needs a stink. I don't know. I think some of these
You
guys has
want
got
to stink
What
agents
in
is
his
though. These
stink?
guys has
Neymar?
got agents.
You want to
Not a
stink in
stink
his
in West Indies.
Neymar?
Hold
Back
on.
in his
You
shell.
talk county cricket?
I think Jason, these guys has got agents. You know, like the
I
overseas.
believe they do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think these
They
guys,
do.
and not only him. I think like West Indies need to organize programs for these guys to go in different countries
You
and
know,
play
tell you so the
cricket.
management teams got to work behind the scenes. You don't have to organize programs. You have to
But all of
organize
a
18
sudden,
tours.
But with
You have
him, but
you,
with that
you
being said, like when if Bravo know he can walk back into a West Indies team, he might not have the urge to go and play county cricket
correct,
because
correct.
he know he
And
could do
every state
rubbish
we can
and he
set
back
an
his team.
example.
but,
And
but
you
my
got
thing is,
Roston and them, man. You know, Bravo got to be there. He got to feel it. Bravo got to show me he got that hunger to play for my region again in Test cricket.
Hassani is now saying all of a sudden now Hassani want all of these programs to be
He want
to
reform.
implemented
All of
because
a sudden, he want
it is
reform,
Darren
yeah.
Bravo.
No, but
He want reform.
Or
All the other
agents.
guys, they
but
should have one.
I had Ross in the test squad.
Nobody else, no programs don't need to be implemented when it's the other guys.
John
Yeah,
Cameron want
I
an
had
agent.
Ross in the
Player,
test squad.
John
people need to
Cameron
do all
want
of
an
this thing.
agent.
John Cameron want an agent.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah,
Agents
yeah.
need to play, different programs need to just to help, just
Yes,
no
yes,
Bravo,
whoa. I had Roston in my squad. Roston was in my test squad.
Oh boy.
So I was just shocked that he didn't make it. But I had Roston in my test squad.
Oh God.
All I said was Roston. I said Brooks wouldn't make it because of the whole bonus situation. Dorich, I don't think they would have given the Silver another chance, but apparently Dorich still dealing with some issues or soil vision well that he could get everything started and get back to the cricket. But I figured, and they called it. I mean, they did because of that. I knew it would happen. You see that? But we got understand. See, letters love. Y'all might not love Darren Bravo, but Darren Bravo is loved throughout the Caribbean. I'm gonna this thing.
His brother and you,
Huh?
his
You're
brother and you.
Caribbean.
They're gonna
Really,
really
I
be
want to
but
move
that
on to
means,
you here. I want
but
to move
that
on
means
to you.
that
Really.
means right. That means I got a lot of clout. Then, if it's only me and Dwayne that lady, I see letters. But that means I ain't a real group.
Well, it seems so.
If
But
I ain't got I ain't got call
I want to
I
really
ain't got
hear.
call Roger Harper and tell you thanks, man, for putting me in, man.
Well, we talked for a good 20 or so minutes from Bravo, so then there more that I can see.
Yeah,
on him.
yeah.
He should not be there for a start.
Correct.
You bring the stats, yes. I myself even with my averaging 10 after from
Yeah.
2019. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Like Adonia. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Hey,
It was higher than I thought. It was higher than I thought.
okay, man get caught on board. Man get caught on board by Neil Wagner.
But
Well, wash up, boy.
it would have been difficult. It would have been difficult to leave out guys like Bonner, who is still doing red. Who is
Yeah, I
still?
agree.
I'm not looking for nothing from Bonner in this series coming up. But in all fairness, it'll be difficult to leave him out
You
and
can't. You
leave,
want
and leave
bucket?
out
You want
Clive.
bucket?
If you want.
You want bucket? You want guarantee it? Yeah, guaranteeing it.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't. Well, I didn't see scoring in Bangladesh, and it shocked me. But I highly doubt it. And then you got to play. I can't score double, so you got to play. But for me, I go back to this captaincy thing again. You elevate a man to the vice captaincy role in November. I know you can't get you 13. Explain it to me, Roger Harper and court electors. Explain it to me.
Yeah.
That's
Madness.
ridiculous. He can't. I'm
Madness.
talking about the 11. No, I'm talking about the 13. He can't get there
13.
13.
Yeah.
Jeez, right. How?
Yeah.
And then behind that
miss
you got the man captain in
a
President
President's 11
11
or
A
too.
whatever the
President's 11.
parliament.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Madness.
just don't know. I don't know. They know to get Missy for sure. They get Missy his bowling. Craig ain't got ball enough.
Yeah.
No, Craig can't come with ball 2 overs and 3 overs. He ain't got ball himself enough. Cause he ain't got Roston there to back it up.
So that's why I'm saying that I believe that Warwick and Cornwall might play.
I don't feel so.
I don't see that, but
I don't feel so. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Apart from Roston, I guess everything else speaks for itself. For me, Alzari can't start. Alzari in penetrating the wicket. He ain't getting the wickets, man.
He's not.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
He ain't getting no. Not in one day or test cricket. Alzari can't start. So my
Yeah,
three
I agree.
alternate seamers gonna be Gabriel, Roach, Jason. I ain't got Kyle there, sort of back a little bit.
Okay.
But
Okay. Now wait.
my main qualm is Dan Bravo. And we spent a lot of time about Dan Bravo, so I got not much more to say.
Okay.
You was asking me saying just no yes?
Yeah, I was gonna answer you think about quickly where you think about your man Campbell back at top.
My talk to you next. Call Fed on Nero, man. Don't ask me that with John Campbell. Don't ask me that with John Campbell.
He's a lucky man,
I mean,
boy. I
he's a
think
lucky
he wanted
man.
to get reward.
In all honesty,
He get reward.
as I said,
And then he scored
the same
100
year,
last week, right?
Exactly. So they can pick
He
it up for
scores
sure.
he scores is he saying in the last test. We just when we say, you know what, he's a goner. He scored, he carried what runs there. He come down, he warm up games and smash and he message cheese off. Fellas, we go picky. But you think shit, Mose didn't do himself no favors now, you know.
Yeah,
Mose didn't do himself no favors now.
True, Hassan, it's very true. But if you could give John Campbell that amount of time, a run for so long, you can't just give Mosey 2 games and tell you well.
But I think, but
Let's
really,
score that goal later on, buddy.
I think that's a position that the man want. I don't think that's a position the man want. Give a run to, or that's a position the man want somebody that hit the ground and run it.
Yeah.
But Fed, to you on Nero, that is probably what, so that I can let James move forward quick before we close. How is his technique? Because when I obviously still watch him, how you think it's suitable for Test cricket?
Who's this we're speaking of?
Mosley.
I wouldn't say the technique is suitable. I'd probably take the temperament. He bat a lot. He will bat time, so he like a crack. It won't be pretty. He will bat time, but obviously he will got some flaws with the ball coming back at his pads and how he's playing with from ball sometimes. So the temperament really is the bat time, but the technique probably get examined quick.
Because that's what I noticed in terms, right? So I'm not critical. I just so I just asked the opinion.
But you see,
some little things that he could work on.
Again, but when he playing local cricket, you can get 4 bad balls over. 4 balls. A man, they're not a plan necessarily unless you but a UVR. Those teams that strategize that can say, well, look, we can sit down on this line and line fight. But when you go to that next level now, within one game, the man got your technique breakdown. You only got debut, and the man got your technique breakdown to a T. So you see Dapper? Teams come in for Dapper.
Yeah, for sure.
But so all in all, I just want the.
I want to see. I got. The test match starting on Sunday, right? The 21st of Sunday. So I'm hoping we either win the toss and back because I got to work during the week. We win the toss and back or lose the toss and get insert. Because I am desperate to see my new test captain performing with this extra
100
responsibility.
100 for you in the test series.
Yeah.
He's so good. Because we talking about Bravo and off, and when last grade score 100?
100.
Let me go back to 29.
He got 90s. He got in 90s. He got start. He got past 50, but
Craig will be good. Craig will be good. Craig near runs. AK air runs. Craig will be good.
No. You need roll left.
I said it, boy. I said it, Nero, boy.
Craig will be good.
You get a passport, Blair. You just got to be in your passport.
Craig will be good. Craig will be good.
A passport, you can let you. You can let
maybe beat England 2-1. He ain't scoring that. He scored 40s there.
Yeah,
We
Craig
went
Winning
wasn't
England. He
wrong
scored.
though.
W.
To
He
be
was on
honest, Craig
us.
wasn't wrong.
Craig, you're 100 in this
He might
series.
average 32.
Well, I
Craig,
would
you're
take
100 in
it.
this series.
I
Craig
would take
start off.
it.
Craig average start off high too, real high too.
It dropped drastically. Hence why
Calmer,
the
I think
vice
Calmer
Other
captaincy
people
average.
was
too.
Calmer
taken.
average. Darren Bravo too. Let me call the spit a
I
spit.
say,
Cause
I mean,
Jason Clark there won't call the name. So call
Not
I
it.
mean,
me,
Let's call it
not
for him.
me, not me. What Jessica Clark wants to know actually is getting the roast quickly getting the roast take on the squad.
I ain't have no problem with the squad that's set. We already know that. Bravo.
Yeah,
That's just a classic example with the rest of the guys. You let in
yeah,
people,
yeah.
the man capitalize,
Mhm.
and you gotta live with that. You gotta buckle down now, look to get back in your team and move forward. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be hurt, but that's just how it is. If some of the guys being honest with themselves, within the that same 2 year period, nobody stopped the authority to demand.
Very
If you're
true.
being fair, you know what
Yeah.
understand. Well, to me, obviously, the work now they only got two probably superstars in the wrestling team investing in contest, which is Roach and Jason. Roach got over 200 test wicket, and Jason was number one all around the other day.
Mm.
Anybody else replaceable basically.
Well,
So that's how I
Blackwood had a good 29. He
worry.
was
I'm
number
Blackwood there. Yeah, I can only
he
about
was
three
in the
teams
ice.
play, but that's neither
But
here nor there. Only about three teams play that here, but that's neither here nor there. And normal day Blackwood ain't getting near those things, but
wow.
that's neither here nor there. But all I'm saying is that's the case. You let him in, and then
Yep.
within the last 18 months and stuff, you ain't had the best record, so these things happen. Going forward, no,
Yes,
you just fight harder, cement your play, and go from there. I ain't too.
yes.
I saw it coming. I saw it coming, to be honest.
Mm. Fair
I
enough.
saw it coming.
Okay, quickly, guys. I want to hear what the guys think of this India England
I
T20
want to start.
series. Quickly, guys. I want to
Yeah.
finish you,
Yeah.
Have
Nero,
it.
please, because I know you're gonna. I know
Yeah.
you're gonna be quick. So I want to finish you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you're gonna be great. See, England is leading 2-1. You have two more.
Expecting.
We have two more to go. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna be. Saw Ishan playing in the
That's my
second
guy. That is my guy.
T20.
That is my
He got off.
horse.
He got off. He played well. He played it was a
Mumbai
magnificent
Indians,
game.
man.
He looked like he belonged at that level. To be honest, I unfortunately didn't get any in the
Yeah, Rahul wants sabbatical.
yeah
You
KL
see,
Rahul.
man,
He ain't scored 10 yet. He's really having a
Farmers
whole lot.
temporary. Farmers temporary.
So quickly, guys, I just want to hear how the guys think the rest of this series is going to go. Hassan, I'm going to start with you here.
England winning.
England winning this T20 series.
England's playing better. See how Axar Patel, he can't buy one no. He can't get one turn no. Huh?
Okay.
He can't get one turn no. Fed oyster was he the destroying Pierce on the mate. He can't get none turn.
India can win that's two T20s.
Nah.
India, you have India Collymore?
Yeah, India can win that.
Why will stay fed
Okay.
is that
Make it
Archer
interesting for
Jofa
the crowd.
flying. Jofa
Yeah.
Now,
Archer.
wood flying. Wood
Huh?
flying.
Wood,
Yes.
wood do it dog with you, boy.
And Jordan is bowling very good in depth. Christopher
Jordan is
Jordan.
working at
I
T20.
think India's still tweaking them T20 side too to
Oh, wait,
find the
no
right
coming to.
combination.
I ain't putting much stock in it.
In a law.
Boomer
Right.
on
I
his
agree with you, bro.
honeymoon. Rohit ain't played the first
Right.
two. England at
Right.
full
I
strength.
agree.
India is not. We just trying some combinations. Work up in a few months. Ain't putting much stock in it, man. Kohli back into farm. They're trying to see who gonna open with Kohli. If KL got back at 6.
I ain't already buying that.
And
You
you
got
will come with
you
beer
got
excuses
you
now for
got
India.
Kia
Superstars.
Raul. You got stars. You got big boys in that team.
But he's not telling the true story. Boomer is going to be in the team, and Rohit is going to be opening. And they may play too. They may play.
You got a leader wicket taking test series playing.
But I test cricket.
Not test cricket,
It's a
buddy.
whole different format, brother.
I basically just get beat from one. We get beat from one player. And
Really,
each again,
how you
Jock
think the rest of
Butler
this
play a
next
blinder. Like,
T20 series is gonna go?
It'd be hard to beat India home. What game is India?
Game with India.
England is a dominant with ball side, but India playing home. Boy, it'd be hard to beat India home.
I would
like I
never
said,
bet.
those are the two best
against
T20
England in
teams,
white
though.
ball.
They two best
Yeah.
T20 teams right now, yeah. They're two
Yeah.
dangerous teams, yeah.
Yeah,
India
I
yeah.
ain't saying
and
it can be.
England.
I'm saying it can be a
But,
walk in the
but,
park,
but West
but it can be
Indies,
India.
West
You give me
Indies,
India.
Boca.
Okay.
Yeah.
West
But Fed,
Indies
you wanna know, right? Quickly.
is only take a walk over.
Jason Roy
Get
ain't really give you
remember
one
the
and
game.
catch a fire in his you know, he back with a little more temperament, which
And
Maybe
Jason,
about say off
yeah,
strength.
but
Maybe about say off strength for him.
people working out Jason Roy no man.
Yeah. Maybe about say off
massive
strength for
square
him.
runs.
Oh, Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah, after missing 4 reverse sweeps.
You see Josh Butler? She's on boy.
Yeah, he's different.
Butler.
He's different animal. He's different animal. He's different animal.
Nero gonna aim with you here.
I'm the series 8. This I believe England gonna win series. I just feel so.
Series.
Yeah, England gonna win series because we just trying out some things to be honest, and I just believe England can take it more serious. The match full strength, yada yada yada. So probably it's no to 1, probably 3-2. Yeah, but then we're gonna deal with them in October in World Cup.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel the team
England
that
make
win the toss,
buddy.
obviously winning. Pardon?
England made the finals the last one. We forgot me and Fed the
What happened?
West Indies
What happened?
T20. Chase down
What
there runs
happened?
easy.
Who?
Who? West
Who
Indies?
chased everyone? Who was batting that, eh?
Huh?
Who just
Carlos.
they run?
Remember his
They
name?
run chess so easy.
Bro, I saw for him.
Against India? Not against India. No.
I saw
We
for
talking
him.
about?
Against
Oh, you talking
India
about
in
semi-final?
the
But
last
against
Semi-finals?
T20 World
India,
Cup.
In the
against
semi-finals?
India, Leonard Simmons play a
Simmons
blinder.
Simmons,
and
yeah.
Russell.
And
And
Russell,
Russell,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
But Marlon Samuels got us there for you, Nero. Just want for you, Marlon
I
Samuels
mean
got
that
us
one. I just mean, yeah. We know that legend, icon.
Well, guys, excuse me. Yeah, we definitely would have fight hard tonight, but we had a pretty good
Party.
discussion tonight. We have some
It was
cricket.
nice.
Yeah, we have some cricket tomorrow in the coming week. India that fourth
Tomorrow.
T20 is tomorrow, correct? Yes, and we also have the Test series that's starting
Sunday.
Sunday. Yes,
Yeah.
Sunday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, 21st, the 21st.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Starting Sunday.
Yeah, so we definitely have some cricket to look forward to in the coming week, guys. So once again, I just want to thank all of the viewers for continuing to tune in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe after watching the video. And thank you very much again for watching. Have a good night.